this is going over here. I don't, anybody shoveling, or do you all get out of shoveling? Anybody with shoulder issues with shoveling, or not so much?
Sure.
No,
Not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah,
Upper
it's nice.
Upper back.
Upper, okay, back. Okay, I think this is doing this thing over here. Okay, got YouTube going on. I'm gonna remember to mute all of you. Actually, I like the view. View, speaker view. Oh, no, view, gallery view. Okay, I think we got this all set. I'm gonna mute you all. Yes, yes, you can all hear me? Yes, okay, good. And we're gonna do Facebook over here. Facebook, I'm kicking my phone around. We gotta shut the door. All right, go find your mats. And if you have blocks and straps, if you want to grab those just to have around, I'm not quite sure yet what we're doing, but at least we'll have them. I think that's probably a good general rule, is to just have them, and that way they're there if you need them. And maybe something different too this morning. If you did grab your block, or if you have a pillow, try this morning to just use that block to sit on. Just put it right there underneath your sitting bones. It'll lift your hips up a little bit over. Maybe give that a whirl and see how that feels today. All right, let's settle in, close our eyes. I know we all got a lot of things going on, this COVID thing, the vaccines, everybody's minds everywhere. So we're just gonna take the next 50 something minutes here and just find our breath. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. And go ahead and take 3 to 4 of those nice clearing breaths in and out. And with each exhale, just notice something softening. Notice something relaxing. Feel any bit of tension or anxiety, stress, just leaving your body. And then bring that integration into your body. So if you are sitting on that block, really notice that block underneath you. Maybe the difference in your hips here. Create that nice long spine sitting up tall. Relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. And the top of your head is just lifting on up in the opposite direction from your sitting bones. And here, take another big deep breath in through your nose. Feel the difference in the air and the breath, what you can fill up. Pause at the top and then just blow it away. Any other fidgets you want to get out, get them out. And I think today we're going to just focus on giving up control. There's so many things going on right now we can't control. So whatever your body's doing, it's just, it is what it is. So let's not try to like control ourselves to make a perfect pose. Be right here in this breath. Not thinking ahead of what we're doing next. Gently take your right ear and just dip it on down to your right shoulder. And pulling those shoulders down, just tilting your chin or your head. Maybe bring your left arm down by your side. So if you are sitting up on that block, you might notice your arm can reach down a little bit more. Maybe you'll get a little bit more of an extra stretch. And if just your fingers touching, or maybe they're not, maybe you can work towards getting more of your pads of your fingers down, your palm. Still creating that long spine. And then just feeling like this wave rolling out the left side of your body, down your arm, any tension just dissolving. And then bringing your right hand up to the top of your head by your ear. A little extra assistance here, nothing really forced. And if you feel like bringing your arm up and massaging with your left arm, you can do that, or you can just stay here if you're really enjoying the stretch. There's no right or wrong. Release that right arm on down. Bring your head back up to neutral. You can bring both hands to rest on your thighs. Maybe a big breath in and out here. Notice what you're feeling on the left side there, the residual stretch, the warmth of where your hands were. And then keeping those shoulders down. Still a long spine, just drop that left ear to meet your left shoulder. Maybe that right arm drops on down towards the ground. Maybe you can touch. Maybe there's just not very much effort here at all. It's really what you want to put into it. Maybe you just need to be right where you are. And maybe that left arm comes on up just above your right ear. And again, either that arm can stay there or you can reach on up with your right arm and massage any knots, any tension. And it can look different what it did on this side versus the other. Go ahead, release that left arm down, right arm, both arms onto your thighs. Eyes can just stay closed here. Just really feel the space now between your shoulders and your ears. Big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Gently open up your eyes. Bring your arms out by your sides. We're going to reach around, kind of just give ourselves a big hug this morning. So if the block is just not working for you and you want to ditch that block underneath you, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to curl on over here. And just visualize that space between your shoulder blades opening up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, maybe you can walk your fingers a little bit closer towards one another, a little tighter squeeze. And then just keep repeating this process over and over. Nice big full inhale, feel your fingers separate. And as you exhale, maybe walk them a little closer together. Keep that curl in your spine. One more breath in. Next inhale, come on up to center. And then just kind of take note. So right now my right arm's on top. It doesn't matter which one you did, but open on up and then swap opposite arms. And then the same thing here, curl on up. This is our COVID-friendly hug today. Keep breathing in. Feel the separation. Exhale, walk a little in closer. Next inhale, come on up. Like I said, if you want to ditch that block, you can ditch that block now. Arms on down by our sides and a few more deep breaths in, lifting on up. Exhale down. Inhale up and down. One more all the way up. Come on down halfway. Palms spin up and take eagle on the right. So right arm under, left arm over. Wrap yourself on up. Draw those shoulders down and back. This is the upper back. We've had requests for upper back and lower back today, so. Keep pressing those forearms forward, shoulders and elbows about the same height. Just keep making little adjustments here. So not trying to find perfection, just trying to find something new. Inhale. Exhale, release. Arms on up, big inhale. And then halfway down, other side, palms flip, left arm under, right arm over. Really focus on your breath here. Don't worry if your arms aren't twisted how you think they should be twisted. Just be here, feeling what you're feeling right now. And if it's discomfort and just not a good feeling, then unwind and try something different. One more breath in. Exhale, unwind. All right, so our spinal twist. Left hand, right knee, belly pulls in, right arm comes right behind. Make sure you pull that belly in, drop your shoulders down. Inhale, come forward, cross that right arm over. Go ahead, take a cat-cow in between. And whenever you're ready, you just listen to yourself. Go ahead and twist on over to the left. So if you want to stay here and rock around, or if you just want to go ahead and go right to it, go for it. Inhale, come on forward. Left arm crosses around and another curl. All right, let's release and let's come on over onto all fours. I'm going to do some cat and cows, loosen up that spine. So spread your fingers nice and wide, pointer fingers straight ahead, stacking your joints. Inhale, lift on up, open your throat and chest. Exhale, curl that spine. Really pay attention, each vertebrae as it separates. Inhaling. Exhaling. So go with your own breath here. You're going to take about 4 or 5 nice and slow, deliberate cycles. In and out. You have control of your breath. And then when we're done, we're going to meet together right at neutral. So take your time, finish up your set. Okay, you're all there. All right. Let's stretch out your right foot behind you and just roll around on your toe ball mound there. We're going to stretch our calf. Rolling over from your big toe to your little toe, noticing all those sensations. And then take that right leg when you're ready, swing it on over to the left, keep that foot flat. And let's curl here, gaze back towards those back feet, the back toes. You press a little more into your right hand, you can feel that right side body opening up a little bit more, allowing you to curl a little deeper. Notice as you breathe in, that space expands between your ribs. Inhale, bring it back to center, bring both knees together, and then we're going to sink back, child's pose, feeling that lower back release. Next inhale, come on up. Separate your legs a little back into table. Left leg stretches on out behind you, and you know what to do. Calf stretch. So keep your gaze right between your hands here. You know, you have a tendency to look around maybe to see what everybody else is doing or what I'm doing, but you know what to do. So just trust yourself. And then take that left leg, go ahead, swing it around, flex that foot. Gaze back towards that leg, those toes. Notice what you're feeling now on this left side. And again, the more you press into your left hand, the more you can curl, the more it opens up that left side. Maybe even you can feel it down to your hips. Inhale, bring it on in. Separate your knees, bring them to the outside edges of your mat, big toes to touch, and take child's pose. Again, knees apart, your hips release. Keep sinking your bum down towards your heels and your chest down to the floor. Your forehead rests on the mat. And then stretch your arms a little bit longer out onto your mat. Your pinkies can hang off. And then just keep repeating the process. Sink a little more with your hips. Sink with your chest. Reach a little farther. Each breath sinks you lower. Inhale, come on up. I think I could have fallen asleep there. Roll on into your bottom. We're going right onto our backs. Your knees bent. You're going to take that right leg, cross it on over your left. We're taking figure 4. So that right foot is flexed. And then lift up your left leg, grab on through the back of your thigh. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground. And then you can rock back and forth, making little movements here, trying to feel that sensation in your right hip. You can take your right elbow, press it on into that thigh. And notice what happens as you make these little adjustments. Maybe bring that left leg closer on in, that left thigh closer towards your body. With that left ankle, go ahead and make little circles with your left ankle one way, and then the other. And then go back to focusing on that right hip. You're going to release your arm from the grip between, and then cross your legs completely over, kind of like you sit fancy in a chair, and then take both arms behind your thigh. And then you can play around here. Notice as you bring that right knee towards either shoulder, if there's a different sensation. Maybe bringing it up towards your left shoulder. All right. Let's see, we haven't done this one in a while, so bring your legs straighten up a little bit. We're going to see if we can grab the outside edges of your feet. Kind of cross them around. It's like a cow, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's doing something for you, maybe not. All right, release that. Go ahead, stretch your legs long. Take a full body stretch in between, arms overhead. All right, bend your knees, bring them on in again. And then we'll do on the other side. So left leg, left knee bends, figure 4, reach on through. I'm going to try to get that right leg at like a 90-degree angle, but if it's not, it's okay. Relax your shoulders. You can play around here. You know, if you want to press that left elbow into your left leg, want to bring your right leg in closer to your thigh. Or again, maybe you're just meeting your body where it's at. Maybe this is just like kind of intense today. If you want to make circles with that right ankle. Release those arms, cross your legs all the way over. Both arms are clasped behind your thigh. And either movements or stillness. There's no wrong way to do this. All right, release a little. See if you can grab those opposite feet again. And you're just pulling your feet on down. All right, release your legs on down. Going to do something a little bit different here. So our legs, we're going to separate our feet so that they're outside edges of the mat. And then we're going to windshield wiper our legs back and forth. You can bring your arms down by your sides if you want. You can rest them on your hips. But just like we would do on our mat, when we're sitting up with our legs wide. So just kind of windshield wipering back and forth. And then we're going to come over to the left side. You're going to take the outside of your left leg and you're going to place it on the outside of your right leg. Okay, so maybe we need to see another demonstration of this here, right? So we windshield wiper back and forth. So that right leg comes down, left leg just rests on top of it. So that's kind of a pretty intense stretch. You're going to keep rolling that right hip down. You can bring your arms down by your sides. All right, bring your legs back up, uncross your legs. You can go ahead and do a couple more windshield wipers in between. This is where I wish if you were off mute, you'd tell me. I wonder what kind of gestures. You can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this too later. All right, so we're going to go to the right. Okay, relax those legs down. Take that right leg, lift it on up, and the outside of the right leg is going to rest on the outside of the left leg. All right, release that. Go ahead and bring your knees right on into your belly. You can give yourself a little hug. Rock and roll on your spine. And go ahead, cross your ankles. Doesn't really matter which one. Take one hand to each knee, and then we're going to just roll out little circles with our knees, like we're tracing nice circles. You can make them as big as you want. And then notice how that's giving a beautiful massage right to that tailbone, lower back. Excellent. Bring your left leg long, bring your right leg on in, hug that in. And if your left leg is, your hip is tight, your back is a little sore, you can bend that left leg. And then we're going to cross on over to the left, tee out your right arm. And then maybe your gaze goes over that right shoulder too. Inhale, come on back to center. Stretch your right leg long, take your left leg on in. Again, you can hold on either to the outside, to your shins, to the inside. There's a couple of movements in here, and you know where we're going. So whenever you're ready, you can go on and fall on over to your right. Left arm tease out, gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, come on back to center. Hug both knees on in again. Again, massaging that lower back onto the ground. Bring your feet on up and we're going to take happy baby. So hands to the outsides of your feet, elbows inside of your knees. Just let those thighs fall to the outside of your torso. Relaxing your shoulders down. See how much of your spine you can get on the mat. So again, little rocks and rolls, little adjustments. Keep flexing those feet. All right, bring the soles of your feet together to touch. We're going to take our Supta Baddha Konasana. So hands can come down to your hips. They can open up by your sides. Let those knees splay open as the soles of your feet press into one another. Bring your hands to the outside of your legs. Go ahead, bring your legs on in. And then we're going to bring ourselves up to seated. If you want to play around and do some like rock and rolls in between, you can do that. And then we're going to grab our straps. Good. Okay. Sole of your right foot comes on into your inner thigh. You're going to take that strap, just put it around the towards the heel on that left foot. So sit up nice and tall. Inhale. And then just hinging just at your hips. We're not curling our spine, just at your hips. Hinge forward. You can use the strap to walk your hands down the straps as much as you need to. We're not trying to get ourselves to bring our chest or anything down to our knees or touching our nose or anything like that. Just a nice hinge, releasing that lower back. Nice long spine, shoulders pull away from our ears. So we're going to be here for a good maybe 5 long breaths total. So just really sink into it and let yourself just naturally fall closer to the ground. There's no forcing here. Let your body tell you what it wants here. Inhale, come on up. I'm going to switch sides. So no rushing between anything. Nice and tall. Always keep that soft bend too in that lengthened leg. Sit up nice and tall, hips are square. And then just using that strap, walk yourself on closer down towards the mat. Again, nice, long, deep, 5 breaths. Keeping that spine long. Inhale, come on up. Both legs stretch out now. Strap in each hand. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, hinge. Keep those feet flexed. So if you're like Gumby and you're already folded over, you can also grab your block if you need a little more space. If you want to grab onto your toes, you can grab your block. Those are other options. But just really focus on that lower back. Maybe a little bit more bend to your knees will give you access to bringing that chest a little bit closer to your thighs. Notice if your shoulders want to come on up and meet with your ears. Inhale, come on up, release your strap. We're going to take a reverse tabletop. So bring your feet about hips width. Hands come to, so your fingers are hanging off the outside edges of the mat, pointing in opposite directions. And then we're going to just lift our hips on up. And then if you're comfortable, you can let your head hang back. Keep lifting those hips up, pressing your feet and hands into the mat. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your bum down to the ground. All right, how are we doing? Good? All right, so we're gonna now shimmy yourself so you're sitting with your palms face down underneath your bum. We're gonna take fish. We haven't done this one all that much. Bring your legs together. You're gonna bring your elbows like they're hugging on in. We're gonna be resting on our forearms as you lower yourselves down. You either love it or hate it, right? Flex your feet are together, and then you're just gonna lift up your chest on up. If you want a little extra challenge, you can like try lifting your legs off the ground. Yeah, right. Kind of hard to breathe, so just keep breathing deeper. All right, inhale, use that core. Come on and sit on up. That's kind of fun, huh? All right, I had something else in mind. What else did I have in mind? All right, let's stand on up. Let's stand on up. Okay, we're going to come to the back of our mat. We're just going to take a couple of warriors. So right foot stretches nice and big here. We're going to do warrior two actually. So bring your back foot parallel to the edge of your mat. Your right knee is going to nudge on out so you can see your big toe, and then work your way towards that 90-degree angle with your front leg. Both legs are pressing in equally, hips, shoulders stacked, arms reach up. That tug of war, pulling in opposite directions, and then gaze right over that front middle finger. Just breathe. Set your drishti, your gaze straight ahead. Shoulders relax down. Any clutter in the mind just leaves with each breath. Look down at that front knee again. Notice if it collapsed in, and then nudge that out a little bit. Take your left arm. You're going to tuck your left arm behind your back. Right palm spins up. Proud warrior. Reach on up to the ceiling. Open up the side. Keep pressing in with your back foot and just breathe. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Lengthen that leg. Let's come on up and just take a moment to breathe here in between. So ground your feet down, close your eyes. Notice how your body's feeling. Notice your breath. Notice if you're anxious to move on with anything. All right, open your eyes, step to the back of the mat. Warrior two on the left side, left foot steps as long as you can. Back foot spins parallel. And this knee wants to nudge on inward again. Make sure you can see that big toe. Arms reach up. Lift up all 10 toes and then put them down. Notice what's coming up as we're here for a little bit of an extended time. Bring that right arm to tuck right behind your back. Left palm spins up. Proud warrior, lift on up. Inhale back to warrior two, and then bring yourself however you need to into just standing. Eyes closed again. All right, we're gonna do our crescent moons. I don't think we've done those in a while, have we? I don't think so. All right, so find your center. We're going to temple our Charlie's Angels hands, shoulders sink in. It's my favorite yogi part, right? Charlie's Angels. Your feet come together. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Keep peeling that top arm up and over so your biceps closer to your ears. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Keep pressing your right foot maybe a little bit further in the ground if your balance is kind of off here. Inhale up. Exhale, arms wide all the way down to your lower back. Press on in. We're going to separate our feet. Elbows hug towards one another. Inhale, lift up your chest, your throat. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, and then come all the way forward. Let yourself hang heavy. So we're in a rag doll here. Rock towards the balls of your feet, your toe ball mounds a little bit. The more you bend your knees, the more you'll be able to forward. And then here, maybe you even want to walk a little bit to the side, play around a little. Or maybe you just want to hang. Good. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift up halfway with a flat back so your crown of your head is reaching forward. Create a nice long spine. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward again. Next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Don't ever wear a hood with yoga. Hands come to prayer. And close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let's do that again. Big breath in. Exhale. Arms down by our sides. We're going to do one more, and this time we'll go the opposite direction. Inhale, lift up. Hands, temple, shoulders sink. Inhale. Exhale, this time to the left. Be pressing that right foot in just a little more. Nice side body stretch. Inhale to the top. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale wide. Separate your feet. Again, your hands really press into that lower back. It's going to help lift you on up. Big breath in. Exhale, come forward, bend those knees. Arms hang heavy. Let your head hang heavy. You want to be like one of those like little bobblehead dolls and just move your head around here. Hands come to your shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, come all the way back up. Hands to prayer right through heart center. Eyes closed down. Nice clearing breaths in and out. All right, so we're going to sink on down into Malasana or deep squat. So take a nice wide stance on your mat, and we're just going to bend on down to the ground. So if you need to readjust, elbows can assist you to help spread those knees a little wider. You want your knees in line with your toes. Keep lifting the crown of your head on up. So here, if you have your block and you want to use your block underneath your bum, go for it. All right, go ahead and collapse on down. All right, let's bring our soles of our feet together here, Baddha Konasana. All right, bring your hands to the outsides. We're going to swing around onto our knees. If you need to double the mat, like if you've got bummer kind of knees and it's not very padded, you can go ahead and put cushion underneath. You're going to take camel. You can curl your toes under behind you. This is from the side. Hands press on into that lower back. Your legs are hips width here. You're going to inhale, lift on up. Take your thighs like you're trying to press your thighs against glass, like a sheet of glass in front of you. You're going to keep pressing those thighs. Keep lifting yourself up. Open up your chest. Keep pressing your hands in. Your shoulders drop back. Chest lifts up. Keep breathing. If you want, you can try to maybe take that left arm and reach it towards your left heel. Come on, back with that left arm. Maybe your right arm will try to reach towards your right heel. Keep pressing those thighs forward. Chest is still gazing up, and you're still breathing. Inhale, come back up. And if you want to try, see if you can reach both of your heels, maybe one at a time. Maybe, maybe not. Give it a whirl. All right, come on up. And then we're going to go ahead and take child's pose. Bring those knees together. Nice counter stretch. Knees together. Forehead right to the ground. All right, come on up. Let's roll on to our backs. And today you can do whatever else you want to do. So if there's any other poses that you think you missed out on and you're like, oh, geez, I really wish we did, I don't know, chair pose or whatever other stretches you want to do, then go for it. You want to do bridge, you want to do, go for it. And then you're going to get yourselves into Shavasana whenever you are ready. And if you're like, I can't think of anything, I'll just take Shavasana, then take Shavasana. And when you're ready, slowly bring some movement to your fingers, your toes, gently wiggling, making circles with your wrists and ankles. And then bringing one knee on up in, and then the other. Rock and roll on your back a little, side to side. And then falling on to your right hand side. And just rest on your right hand side, or you can come on up. When you're ready, top of your mat, hands to prayer heart center, eyes closed. Today I have a quote from Khalil Gibran. I don't know how to say this. Okay, so the day's quote, because we were talking all about earlier, control and anxiety. So our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. All right, carry your thumbs to your forehead, and together we'll bow and say, Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Facebook people. Okay, Facebook people. Facebook people are done. You can unmute yourself
Thanks,
if you want
Sam.
to.